Determined to make the best of a bad situation, Kathy and I grabbed Kevin and Cheryl, threw them in the RAV4 with us, and we headed towards Bryce Canyon. Along the way, we stopped at a hike that I did back in 2019 called Mossy Cave. We're out walking today in Mossy Cave Trail. We made it to the waterfall, and then we took a wrong turn and headed uphill quite a bit. But it was a great view up there, absolutely beautiful view, so it's worth a hike. So we're gonna head back down there and pick up Kathy. She's waiting for us at the bottom of the hill. After leaving Mossy Cave, we headed into Bryce National Park. So here we are at Bryce. We're at Rainbow Point. What we did was we got in the car and we rode all the way to the end of the park, and now we're gonna work our way back. So this is Rainbow Point, 9,115 feet. And unfortunately, I have to take pictures with Kathy's phone as well as mine because she can't go near the edge. We're about 10 feet from the railing right now. That's as close as she can get.
I can't because, as anybody who has a heights thing knows, you feel like you kind of want to jump.
We don't want that.
No,
so
we
you stay back here. It is beautiful here, seeing all these amazing rock formations. It's a beautiful canyon. Except I was just saying to everybody, I probably am taking exactly the same pictures that I took 3 years ago when I came through here. While we are missing out a little bit on the experience of riding the bikes, doing it in the car is a lot easier. Get to dress nicer. You just can get out of the car, don't have to worry about taking things on and off. What do you think, guys?
It does. It's a lot easier. You miss the ride part, but being able to enjoy everything, it's a whole bunch easier.
Yep, it is for sure.
Agreed.
Having the car did indeed make things a lot easier. We were able to stop more, get out, do a little bit of hiking or walking, and take a lot more pictures than we would have if we were on the motorcycle. It's just a matter of taking all of that gear on and off every time that you want to get out and take a little walk somewhere. Right? It's just so much easier when you're in the car. (8,100 feet). We live at sea level. Yeah, there are all kinds of great trails down there. Should have done it when I was young. The next morning on day 27, Kathy and I got in the car. Kevin and Cheryl jumped on their bike, and we headed out to ride Utah Route 12, which is one of the most amazing roads in the country. It goes through some incredible, diverse scenery, and you will just be in awe all day long. So we're out here today, riding from Tropic, Utah to Hanksville, Utah. Kevin and Cheryl are on the bike back there. And of course, Kathy and I are in the RAV4, doing what we have to do. But it's a beautiful day, beautiful road, great scenery all day today. Route 12 is listed as an all-American road, and it's also known as a Journey Through Time Scenic Byway. And even though we weren't on the bike, it was still an amazing day, traveling through this diverse landscape.
Terrible. It's okay.
Guess what's going in the video now?
Yeah, I know.
So,
All the bad
we're riding
stuff.
down Utah 12, just riding through, I don't even know what the canyon is called back there, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's called Gorgeous Canyon.
Gorgeous canyon, so
Beautiful.
everything is gorgeous.
It was kind of like this. Oh my, oh.
Pretty much. We got more to go too. So out there, you can see the canyons that we came through, right? All of the desert landscape. And now we are up in the mountains with just aspens all around us. So that's why Route 12 is just such an amazing road, because you get all of this diversity all along its length. After about 125 miles of traveling Utah 12, we turned on Route 24, which travels through Capitol Reef National Park and into Hanksville, Utah. In Capitol Reef National Park, I believe this is Panorama Point. Just amazing. I say gorgeous and amazing a lot because it just all is. One of the highlights of traveling through Capitol Reef National Park is stopping to see the petroglyphs that were created by the old Puebloan people sometime between 600 and 1300 AD. So now we're here in Hanksville, Utah, and we got here a little bit early, 1:30 or so. The office doesn't open till 3 o'clock. And we're just sitting here, so we believe that we have cabins 1 and 2. So we're hanging out on the porch of cabins 1 and 2. Hope somebody doesn't pull up and tell us to get off their porch. But we're just waiting for the office to open up, and then we'll get inside. So I was thinking about something this morning. And that is that while Kevin and I were in Kingman, Arizona, having dinner with Rick and Russ brought up a question. He asked us if any of us, while we were traveling, have run across an instance where we felt like there might have been divine intervention. And he then told us a story about a time when he was pulled over at a gas station and somebody came up and started talking to him and kind of talking and going on and on and on. And Russ wanted to go, but the guy kept talking and talking, held him up for a little bit. Well, it turned out that those few minutes that Russ got held up saved him from getting involved in a pretty major accident just down the road. So he looked at that as a bit of divine intervention. And so I was starting to think about what happened with my bike and with my wife, and wondering if there might be a little divine intervention that happened here as well. Because, you know, as you get older, you start to think that, you know, everything happens for a reason. And, you know, after that first day when we were coming into St. George, it was really hot. Kathy did not do very well. She ended up not feeling good, ended up having to lay down on the floor at Robin and Jack's for quite a while to get, you know, recuperated from that.
Shower.
Yeah, after taking a shower too. And so we knew that she probably wasn't going to be handling the heat very well. So I was a little worried about that. But then, of course, said fate stepped in and grounded the motorcycle with its own little heat issue. And so it meant that I had to go out and rent a car for us. And it turned out that having it going through Bryce was just an absolute godsend, because it enabled all of us to get in the car and really enjoy Bryce a lot more than we would have if we had to go in there and get on and off the bikes and, you know, deal with gear and all of that kind of thing. And so today, I think it's the same kind of thing. We went through Capitol Reef National Park, again, getting in and out of the car and so forth. And it was beautiful, had a great time, but again, having the car really made a difference on, you know, being comfortable over the course of that day doing all that work. So, you know, while I think both of us miss being on the bike, that we also look at this as a little bit of a gift, because it's going to enable us to go into these parks that we really wanted to see, like Arches, like Canyonlands, and not have to worry about being on the bike and taking all of your gear and all of that kind of stuff. So this may turn out to have been a blessing. I guess I have to say something about this. Right? So we get here. I said in my previous email or previous post that we got here a little bit early, so we were waiting out in front of our cabins. 3 o'clock comes around. We come over here. Nothing. We're ringing the doorbell, knocking on the door, calling the numbers. Finally, some guy pulls up here and tells me that the lady who's going to come open the door is about 10 minutes away. She got held up in construction traffic coming through Capitol Reef, which, after we got through there, I guess is a possibility, right? But then I got another text saying she was on her way from her other job. So apparently she has 2 jobs. This is her nighttime job. So try to cut her a break. But I don't know. Just the shit just keeps going on with this trip. Okay, so we finally got in. And actually this cabin is really, really nice. Air conditioner works great. And you can see it here. 2 queen beds. Very nicely done in here. Kathy's in the bathroom, so I won't show you there. Oh, here she came out.
Just clean it up a little.
So, nice bathroom. So, a little kitchen area right here. So, very nice. Another nice thing about where we were staying, which is Duke's Slick Rock RV in Hanksville, is that they have a little restaurant right there on site, Duke's Slick Rock Grill. It turns out that it's a very good restaurant, and of course it has all kinds of cool pictures of John Wayne. I'm lucky that I was able to make this video, because during dinner, we had a really nice dinner here at Duke's Slick Rock Cafe. I dropped my phone in the gravy for my chicken fried steak. I would take a picture of it for you, but the phone was in the gravy, so I couldn't take a picture.
And you didn't even swear.
I didn't swear. The way things are going on this trip, it's one of the small things.
That's right.
But anyway, the food was really good. We had a really good dinner here. So if you're coming through this way, the cabins are really nice, and the food is really good here. So here we are, up again, headed to Moab today. We're going to go out to breakfast here at the Slick Rock Cafe, and I'm going to try not to drop my phone in the gravy this time.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Kevin.
Got those pictures without dropping my phone. All right, so here we are on the road going to Moab. Just past the sign said no service for 125 miles. So we're in the car, we'll be fine. But we'll have to see if we can find somewhere to give these guys a rest. Luckily it's cool in the morning here, so hopefully for 125 miles they'll be okay. We're on Utah 95 and we're going through this absolutely amazing gorge area. This is just absolutely spectacular. Been through here once before going the other way, so completely different experience going this direction. Like Route 12, Route 95 goes through a lot of diverse countryside. You're going to see mountains, canyons, and even the Colorado River.
Hi.
We're now traveling through the Glen Canyon Recreation Area, and we're just about to cross over the Colorado River. So there's a little pull-off up here that you need to stop at if you are going through here. You can overlook the river itself, and you can see it as it winds through the canyon. I mean, literally, this is like driving through the Grand Canyon in here. Just utterly spectacular. One of the other great places we got to see on this day was Natural Bridges National Monument. Now we're at Natural Bridges National Monument. You can see one of the bridges back there in the background. We were just reading about this, that this area of natural bridges dates back to the Permian era, which is very, very old. So Kevin and I took a short little hike out along the rim of this canyon to see an old Pueblo dwelling that is visible from here. Horse Collar Ruin it's called, and it was, I guess, occupied between 1050 and, what does it say, 1300 AD. So again, people were out here living way back then. This is Kachina Bridge. So Kevin and I took the little hike to get a better view of Owachacomo Bridge right here, the last one on the trail. Made it back up from the bridge. I have to say, it wasn't as bad as coming up out of Blue Mesa, was it, Kevin? Well, maybe it was.
No, it wasn't as bad as Blue Mesa.
Yeah. So we made it off of Route 95, which is amazing. What do you think?
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. What do you guys think? Well, their mouths are full. Never mind.
Wait, look at this onion ring.
So, anyway, but we stopped in Blanding at this little place called the Patio Diner. All homemade, family-run thing. Kathy just said, I think these are the best onion rings I've ever had.
I know,
amazing
they're great.
onion rings. So, really good food. So made the mistake of saying that we could go to downtown Moab and walk around a little bit. Well, they're already in one little art store in there. This is going to be a long night.